साथियों को या अली मदद. Thank you for joining us this morning. Such a beautiful morning. Shukar Maulana, Shukar Maula, Shukar Maula, Shukar Maula. Let's start this session with pure name of Maula Baba. Noor Maulana Shah Kareemul Husaini Hazir Imam. Hazir Imam. Ya Maulay Mehरबान मदद फरमा. अलैयुल कय्यूम ए हाजिर और मौजूद अली अल्लाह मदद फरमा. ये हमारे मौला मदद फरमा. या मौला दुआ है तौफीक ताहीद हिम्मत व यारी. तौफीक ताहीद हिम्मत व यारी मौला. या मौला तेरी मदद से ये काम आसानी से हो सकता है. अगर तेरा मुबारक हाथ तेरा दस्ते मुबारक हम पर हो तो हम जैसे गरीब कुछ ये काम ये इल्मी काम कर सकते हैं मौला. वरना तो जानता है मौला हम गरीब और नाचीज किसी काबिल नहीं कि ऐसा कोई इल्मी काम अंजाम दे सके. प्लीज मौला बाबा be with us, stay with us, stay close to us, keep your hand on our shoulder, send us your dua ashish, send us your kanavadan, send us your tahidi ilm mawla. Once again, thank you all for joining for this special session of question and answer. And thank you for sending questions in advance. We had few questions left over from our previous week. There are too many questions. So if I do not get to your question today, we promise we will continue and we will answer every single question. If you have any question today, send it on the chat or send it to Kamre Sahib and he will continue to post and we will get to those questions in the order they were received. Thank you everyone again. Noor Maulana Shah Kareemul Husaini Hazir Imam Madad. मौला के मुबारक नाम से आगाज करते हैं. पहला क्वेश्चन एक कलाम इमाम मुबीन या कलाम मौला से बंदगी और नेकी के बयान के चैप्टर से है. लैंग्वेज थोड़ी मुश्किल है. दिस क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम कलाम मौला अली. द लैंग्वेज इज लिटिल बिट हार्ड but I will try to explain as much as possible. So stay with me and let's see if we can answer this question. It's such a beautiful kalam, so I had kept that on the top and I believe we all will benefit from it. So let me read this kalam first and then we will try to understand. बंदगी व नेकी के बयान में कलाम मौला अली से चैप्टर बंदगी व नेकी के बयान में. अच्छी बंदगी इबादत दे जो सब सोच छुपा कर करिए. किसी बंदे को ना जताए अपने खुदा सो डरिए. बंदगी नेकी खुदाए काजे करे ना बड़ा करना अपना नाम. जो खुदाए कारण काम करे तो दरगाह में हो कबूल तमाम. This kalam is 164 from kalam मौला. यहाँ पर कुछ underline principal words है, पहले उसको समझ लेते हैं. In this kalam there are some principal words. We will try to understand them first and then as a whole what is Mullah Ali is teaching us through this kalam. So let's talk about this two words, bandagi, ibadat, in the very first line. And we have spoke about this yesterday in yesterday's session. Bandagi, ibadat. Bandagi, gulami, ibadat, itahad. Bandagi, slavery or following or in this service. एक सर्वेंट के लिए बंदगी का वर्ड यूज होता है. When we say बंदगी इबादत, our mind automatically goes toward 4 o'clock इबादत. जब हम बंदगी की बात करते हैं, इबादत की बात करते हैं, तो हमारा ज़हन फौरन से 4 बजे की इबादत में जाता है, which we spoke about yesterday's session. And I believe this question came from that session. बंदगी का मतलब है सर्विस देना, like a servant, like a slave. What does slave do for the master? That is the essence of bandagi. Ibadat, itahad, following, truly following. Itahad karna, जो हम बैयत लेते हैं इमाम की, उसमें हम वादा करते हैं, we promise in our bayah to follow the imam the way imam want us to follow. Not the way we wanted to follow, but the way imam want us to follow. And what do we say? Ya Mullah, we give our life to you. We will follow Hazar Jama Hazar Imam, and we will follow his Faramin. That is the promise that we give to Mullah Baba in Bayah. What does Mullah Baba in return promise to us? This promise is a two-way binding. It's not a one-way. It's not that you're taking Bayah and that's it. No. Bayah literally means is a two-way contract, two-way binding. ये दो तरह का वादा है. हम वादा करते हैं कि हम फॉलो करेंगे और इमाम वादा करता है कि मैं तुमको गाइड करूंगा. मैं तुम्हारा इमाम तुमको गाइड करेगा, तुम्हारी रूह की निजात के लिए काम करेगा. So Imam promised that I will guide you and I will work for the salvation of your soul. So it's a two-way contract. When we keep our side of the bayah, Imam keeps his side of the promise. In Surah Muhammad, ayat number 7, you will see this two-way binding. Allah says, you help me, I will help you. Two-way binding. Same thing in bayah, two-way binding. Let's come back to this kalam. That अच्छी बंदगी इबादत दे. All of you remember Nachi saying that when we do ibadat bandagi, when we do good deeds with good intention, and when we serve the imam to please him, we must do it honestly, not forcefully, not with a burden, but with a pleasure. So when we do achhi bandagi ibadat, honest, with a pure intention, good deeds, tasbiyat, ibadat, bandagi, when we do that, then the kalam goes forward, that when you do that, you do it for yourself and don't tell others. serve your Mola, do your ibadat, do your tasbih, do your giriyazari, but it's between you and your Mola. Do not disclose or do not act in front of others. When you serve and when you do good deed, when you do your ibadat, keep that between you and your imam. Don't tell others. Don't tell others meaning, I mean, when you go to Jamasana, everybody see you are in Jamasana. When you go in ibadat, everybody will see you are in ibadat. How do you hide that part? Unnecessary announcement करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You don't have to unnecessary announce, yeah, I'm so tired because I wake up early for ibadat. I go to morning Jamasana every day. I go to evening Jamasana every day. Oh yeah, I go to Jamasana every day. Oh me, I never miss Jamasana. Those kind of words, statement, which we make, I agree, it may not be intent the way it sounds, but I think we should refrain from it. And यहाँ पर मौला अली का यही कलाम है कि refrain from those kind of statement, because your bandagi, your ibadat is between you and your imam. You do not have to disclose or announce to anybody and everybody. आप अपनी इबादत को खफी रखें, खफी रखें, अपने साथ छुपा कर रखें. अच्छा, और किसी को ना बताएं और खुदा से डरिए. यहां तक इस क्लियर. इसके बाद बंदगी नेकी खुदाए काजे कीजिए. यहां पर बंदगी को नेकी से कंपेयर किया गया है. इन दिस फ्रेज, इबादत is compared with the good deeds. That do your good deeds, your service to the imam without seeking a big name. Let me explain one more time in both languages. Do your service to the imam, do your bandagi ibadat for the imam without seeking a name for yourself. आप अच्छे अमाल और इबादत और बंदगी करें अपने नाम को बड़ा करने के लिए नहीं, इमाम को खुश करने के लिए. For the pleasure of the imam, not to show or not to tell others how mu'min I am, how ibadat guzar I am, or how much good deed I do. अपने नाम को बड़ा करने के लिए नहीं, इमाम को खुश करने के लिए ये काम करें. This is a very good chapter in Kalam Ali, Kalam Mullah Ali. If we remember this chapter and our intentions are pure, our bandagi ibadat is just, then all your intention, all your actions, all your deeds, in the last line says, will be accepted by Mullah Ali, accepted by Imam Zaman, accepted by your Rabb, your Khalik. So the gist of this kalam is, do good deeds, serve your Mullah in honestly and purely with a good intention. Do not disclose to others. Do your thing to make Imam happy, not to make your own name. And at the last line, so he may accept your bandagi, your service, your ibadat, your itaat, and all your good deeds. May it be service to others, may it be your dua bandagi, may it be your 4 o'clock ibadat. All of that comes inside bandagi and ibadat. So I believe this was your question and this was your complete answer. Question number 2 was, in Diamond Jubilee, Baitul Khayal Farman, Imam again and again have mentioned as before in Baitul Khayal Faramin, be humble. Diamond Jubilee के तकरीबन तमाम बैतुल ख्याल के फरामीन में इमाम ने एक बात बार बार रिपीट की, जब आप इबादत में बैठे हैं, be humble. What does it mean, be humble, when you sit in ibadat? क्या मैं ऐसा करके बैठ जाऊं? What does it mean, be humble? Humility, by saying, Ya Mola, I am Garib and Nachiz. I am nothing. You are everything. I'm sitting in ibadat. I know I'm not capable of doing what you're asking me to do. I'm nothing. I am trying. I will try my best. But Mola, I look to you to accept and increase in my ibadat. जब हम इबादत में बैठे हैं तो इतनी हलीमी के साथ, ह्यूमिलिटी के साथ बैठे हैं और दुआ करें कि या मौला कि मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूं, मैं जानता हूं कि मैं वो इबादत नहीं कर सकता, इस तरह से इसमें आजम नहीं पढ़ सकता जिस तरह से तू चाहता है, लेकिन या मौला तू रहमान और रहीम है, अगर तू चाहे तो मेरी इबादत को बुलंद कर सकता है. Be humble. Don't sit in pride. Don't sit in vain. Don't be greedy. These are all the words Imam had used in his Baitul Khayal Faramin recently in Diamond Jubilee. Be humble. यहाँ पर humble से मुराद, make yourself like a servant. I am nothing. જ્યારે તમે કાંઈ નહીં થાશો ત્યારે તમે સર્વે થાશો. When you are nothing, then you will be everything. There goes a story or saying, when does a mother pick up a child? When child falls down on the ground and cries, then mother runs to pick the child up. We are those children, spiritual children of Imam. If we are sitting in the pride and walking in a pride, Imam has no reason to come and pick you up. But when you are humble, when you are on the ground, make yourself the dust of the ground, Imam is your mother, your loving spiritual mother. She will come and pick you up. She will come and pick you up. That is what it means by be humble in your ibadat. Third question. Yesterday you said that there is a difference between translation and the meaning of the dua. What do you mean by that? कल की क्लास में हमने दुआ के माने की बात की. I think it's very simple answer. So let's try it in English again, and let's try it in Urdu again, and maybe even in Gujarati again. There is the Arabic dua, the dua that we recite in Arabic. Then there is a translation in whichever language you understand. Let's say the translation of Arabic dua in Gujarati, in Sindhi, in Urdu, and in English. But what are those? Translations. But then there is a meaning. If you pick up the dua book, very first page, and look at the Imam's फरमान, आप जब अरबिक में दुआ पढ़ते हैं तो उसकी बहुत सारी जबानों में ट्रांसलेशन हो सकती है। अगर आपकी जबान गुजराती है, सिंधी है, उर्दू है, इंग्लिश है, एंड मे बी एनी अदर लैंग्वेज दैट यू स्पीक, अ ट्रांसलेशन वहां पर हो सकता है। लेकिन अगर आप दुआ की किताब को उठाकर देखेंगे तो पहले पेज में इमाम का जो फरमान है, that if you recite the dua, you should know the meaning of it. He did not say translation of it. क्या फरमाया कि अगर आप दुआ पढ़ते हैं तो उसकी माने जाने, तर्जुमे की बात नहीं हो रही है, तर्जुमा और माने। तर्जुमा क्या है? आपकी लैंग्वेज में उसका तर्जुमा किया जाए, ट्रांसलेशन किया जाए। माने क्या है? उसके माने क्या है? Let me give you a short example and then I will request you to listen to the dua meaning series and Kamara Sahib can provide you with that. There is a huge difference between translation and the meaning. तर्जुमे और मायने में बहुत फर्क है। एक दफा गुजराती માં આપણે એરેબિક જે દુઆ પઢીએ છીએ એનો તર્જુમો જે છે, ટ્રાન્સલેશન જે છે એ તમારી જબાનમાં થઈ શકે છે, ચાહે પછી ગુજરાતી હોય, સિંધી હોય, ઉર્દુ હોય, ઇંગ્લિશ હોય, ફ્રેન્ચ હોય, જે પણ તમારી જબાન છે, લેકિન એની માયના જે છે એ અલગ ચીજ છે। ને મોલા બાપા આપણને કહે છે કે તમે માની જાણીને તમે દુઆ પઢો। An example is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The translation would be in the name of Allah, who is most beneficent, most merciful. That's the translation. That's not the meaning. માયનેમાં શું આવશે? માયનેમાં શું આવશે? જ્યારે આપણે કહીએ બિસ્મિલ્લાહ, you should know who are you calling, in whose name are you trying to start? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Who is this Allah who is most beneficent, most merciful? આ ખુદા કોણ છે કે જેના નામ से તમને शुरू કરવું છે? ये कौन है जिसके नाम से आप कहते हैं कि मैं अल्लाह के नाम से इस दुआ का आगाज करता हूं? माने जानेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि ये अल्लाह कौन है। मौला अली फरमाते हैं मैं कभी भी उस खुदा की इबादत ना करूं जिसको मैंने अपनी आंखों से नहीं देखा है। इमाम जाफर सादिक फरमाते हैं कि क्या तुम इस वक्त अपने खुदा को नहीं देख रहे हो? Do you see? Mawla Ali says, I would not pray to Allah which I have not seen. And Imam Jafar Sadiq says, aren't you looking at your Lord today, right now? उस अल्लाह के नाम से आगाज करें जिसको आपने देखा है, जिसको आप जानते हैं। ये है मीनिंग। और अभी तो हमने सिर्फ बिस्मिल्लाह की बात की है, पूरी दुआ बाकी है। I will encourage you and request you, most humbly request to you, आप दुआ के मानी को जाने, सीखे, समझे कि हम दुआ में क्या बोल रहे हैं, क्या पढ़ रहे हैं, ताकि आप इमाम की फरमान बरदारी कर सकें, आप इमाम की बंदगी इबादत कर सकें। क्योंकि अगर हम इमाम के फरमान के बगैर दुआ पढ़ते हैं तो क्या फायदा? इमाम ने फरमाया दुआ के माने जाने बगैर आप दुआ ना पढ़ें। ट्रांसलेशन की बात नहीं हो रही है। I think I have made my point clear. Please again humbly request कि आप दुआ के मानी की जो सीरीज है उसको बार बार सुनकर उसको समझ लें ताकि इमाम की फरमान बरदारी हो। So you may be able to follow Imam's फरमान the way He intended for you to follow Imam's Farman. The next question is a very large question, and I will try. It was a personal question that a gentleman had asked me yesterday, and I thought it may benefit all, but it's a very large question with few references. I will try my best to not take too much time, but give a complete answer. And it's a beautiful question. The gentleman is asking about the physical building of Kaaba, Kaaba Sharif in Makkah, Saudi Arabia. He had a two-parted question. One is a historical question about the Kaaba Sharif, which was built by Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam. They were both our Imams, and it was built by them physically. They built a small place of worship. हमारे इमामों ने, मानी इब्राहिम अलैहिस्सलाम और इस्माइल अलैहिस्सलाम ने खाना काबा की तामीर की. वो ऐसा नहीं दिखता था जैसा आज दिखता है. वो एक खाली एक पत्थर और एक दीवार थी, यानी कि एक प्लेस होल्डर जिसको इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं, एक मकाम जहां पर हम जाकर इबादत कर सके, यानी कि एक जगह की निशानदेही की गई कि आप यहां आकर मिलकर इबादत करें. बस ये मकसद था. हर जमाने में इमामों ने काबा बनाए. आप बोलेंगे अजीज भाई क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप, खाना काबा तो एक है. क्योंकि खाना काबा के मानी थी प्लेस ऑफ वर्शिप. खाना काबा की मानी थी इबादत का. खाना काबा एक सिंबल था कि यहाँ पर तमाम लोग जमा होकर, all of you gather in one place to worship. खाना काबा तमाम लोगों को जमा करके इबादत के लिए बनाया गया था. It was a symbol. और ये सिंबल भी दो तरीके से था. पहला फिजिकल, so let's talk about physical. पहला जिस्मानी था, यानी कि एक जगह मुकर्रर की गई, अपॉइंट की गई, प्लेस होल्डर बनाया गया. So people would go to this one place, like today we go to Jamaat Khana. People go to masjid, people go to church, people go to synagogue. It's a place of worship. Every prophet, every imam have built Kaaba. And I will give you proof of that every imam has built and every prophet has built Kaaba. But the physical Kaaba Sharif in Makkah was built by Ibrahim and his son. The question came, did not Adam build a Kaaba also? Yes, he did. Because the answer is every prophet built a Kaaba, a place of worship for his followers. They had in the past, they have in present, and they will in the future. So wherever murids are, जहां जहां पर believers and followers है, वहां पर इमाम अपना घर मुकर्रर करते हैं. Khana Kaaba, a central place in Makkah, is the symbol, and all the Jamaat Khanas are the copies of the Khana Kaaba. तो आपने देखा कि ये जो फिजिकल जमात की बात हो गई, यहाँ पर एक बातिनी एस्पेक्ट भी था. There was another aspect to this, कि आप अपने दिल में एक जमात खाना बनाएं. Make a central place in your heart. एक खुदा का घर अपने अंदर बनाएं. So Khana Kaaba was a symbol खाना काबा जो मिसाल थी, ममसूल जो था कि अपने दिल में एक खुदा का घर बनाओ, अपने दिल में खुदा का घर बनाओ. That was the intention. Then let me show you a symbol, a physical symbol, so you may make a home in your heart. जहां पर खुदा कहीं नहीं समाता है. How can there be a small place, a house of God, when God cannot be encompassed in a small or even in the universe? But खुदा एक मोमिन के दिल में समा जाता है. Allah cannot be encompassed in the universe, but He can be encompassed in momin's heart. So let's talk about some of the references. So Khana Kaaba of Zahir and Khana Kaaba Batin, that is the food for thought. Which Khana Kaaba is allegorically built? An example, the physical one was the example of the house of Allah in you, in your heart. In Quran, Allah says that I have inspired Musa and Harun to take some of the Mu'minins home and make them Kaaba, make them Qibla. आपने देखा कि यहाँ पर मूसा और हारून को हुक्म हुआ, फरमान हुआ कि तुम अपने लोगों के अंदर से कुछ लोगों के घरों को लेकर उसको किबला बनाओ. Remember I said earlier that every prophet have built a Qibla, a Kaaba. And this is the Farman that take, Allah inspired the Musa and his brother, settle your people in Egypt and make their house into Qibla and establish prayer and give good tidings to the believer. आप अपने लोगों को इस जगह पर बसाएं, तो जहां पर भी उसको बसाना है. Remember, wherever the believers are, imams, prophet have built a qibla. यहां से हमें पता चलता है कि खाना काबा जो सेंट्रल है आज, जो इब्राहिम और इस्माइल ने बनाया, लेकिन हर प्रॉफिट ने, हर इमाम ने जहां जहां पर भी मोमिनीन बिलीवर्स बसते हैं वहां पर वो इसको बनाते हैं. So Khana Kaaba is a symbol, and Jamaat Khana and all other places are meant to be for the people, the believers, the followers in their local areas. And the final word was, you're supposed to build a Jamaat Khana inside your heart, where Allah can come and sit and make a Qibla, a Kaaba, a home, a house of Allah in your heart. The next one was, next question is also a very beautiful question. And this comes from one of the writer of the articles on the Chandrat, Amukhi Sahib. And he very humbly shared with his Nachis and Garib few days ago, because Moram is starting, I believe, next week, Monday or Tuesday sometime, on the Chandrat. The month of Moram is beginning. How do we observe and understand Moram? That is the question. अक्सर आपने सुना कि मोहर्रम के महीने में हम ये नहीं करेंगे, हम खुशियां नहीं मनाएंगे, हम कुछ भी नहीं करेंगे, हम काइंड ऑफ गम बनाएंगे या कुछ भी नहीं करेंगे, जो भी whatever you say about the Muharram. The question is, and I will give you some references so we understand. Why do we, as a Ismaili, who has Hazir wa Mawjood, living and present Imam, why do we worry about Muharram? What is the difference between Muharram, Shaban, Ramzan, Rajab, and any other month? What is the difference to us? Is there any difference to us? That if it's a month of Muharram or month of Ramzan or month of Shaban or Rajab or any other month. We have a living and present Imam. इमाम का सुल्तान मोहम्मद शाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि हमारी जान से फिदा हो, मुहर्रम के बारे में एक फरमान में क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं उन इस्माइलियों को कि जो मुहर्रम बनाते हैं। मुला फरमाते हैं, तुम्हारा इमाम हुसैन तुम्हारे सामने हाजिर और मौजूद बैठा है, तुम्हारा इमाम नहीं मरता है, तुम्हारा इमाम जिंदा है। Your Imam Hussein is sitting here, living and present, Mullah says. Why are you sad? Why are you observing Muharram? अगर कोई कहे, let's say, for the sake of argument, that we observe Muharram because our Imam Hussein, sallallahu alaihi, was martyred in this month. If you look at our history, and 20 plus Imams which were martyred, killed, shaheed, and they all died in different months. Some died in Muharram, some in Rajab, some in Shaban, some in Thani al-Awwal, Thani al-Akhir, all 12 months. All 12 months, one or the other Imam have died, passed away, martyred, shaheed. अब आप कौन कौन से महीने में शोक मनाओगे? और शोक वो बनाता है जिसका कुछ लॉस हुआ होता है। Now look at the Ismaili history. On the 11th July, our previous Imam, may our soul be sacrificed to that Imam, passed away. What do we do on 11th July? We celebrate the promise of Allah. We celebrate the Imam, the Hazir, and the Mawjood. We promise and we accept that we believe in present and living Imam. हमारा इमाम हाजिर और मौजूद है। हम 11 जुलाई को सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, हम गम नहीं करते हैं, क्योंकि हमारा इमाम कहीं नहीं किया है। जिस्म फानी है, the physical body was replaced, changed, but the Imam, the Nur, the manifestation is ever living and ever present. So why are we sad? I'm going to give you one last example. Listen to it very careful, and you can Google it if you like. Do some research. Few years back, on the same Chandrat, the Muharram Chandrat, the Chandrat of starting of the Muharram, most of you may remember this. I hope you remember this. Mola Baba had sent a talika. This was few years back, when Prince Rahim and Princess Alvia were expecting a baby, a child. जब मौला पापा ने तालिका भेजा कि मेरा बेटा प्रिंस रहीम और उसकी बेगम प्रिंसेस सल्विया के वहां पर एक बेटा एक बच्चा पैदा होने वाला है. And this talika came on the Muharram, on the Chandrat, study of the Muharram month. And Mola Baba said, I am happy. I am happy और मेरी फैमिली जो है वो सेलिब्रेट कर रही है. लेकिन याद रखें कि प्रिंस रहीम और प्रिंसेस सल्विया के यहाँ पर बेटा 6 महीने के बाद पैदा होने वाला था. Mullah sent a talika 6 months ahead. Think, when was the last time Imam sent a talika so far ahead? मौला के घर पे जब औलाद पैदा होती है तो हमको पैदा होने के बाद पता चलता है. मौला की जब शादी होती है तो मुश्किल से 1 हफ्ता पहले पता चलता है. मौला का बर्थडे होता है या कुछ सेलिब्रेशन होता है तो 1 हफ्ता पहले हमको बताया जाता है. लेकिन इस ओकेजन पर, only occasion in my lifetime that I remember and your lifetime that you will remember, कि मौला ने 6 महीने पहले 6 months ahead on the Chandra, on the Muharram sent a talika that I am celebrating and I want my Jamaat to join me in this celebration. अब Muharram का महीना है, हम क्या करें? Why Imam sent the talika? Did Imam not know this is the beginning of the Muharram? What should we be doing in the Muharram? We should be following the Imam's Farman. If the Imam is happy, the Imam is celebrating, then we should be happy and we should be celebrating according to the Imam's Farman. ये हमने पिछले जामा की एग्जांपल ली, ये हमने प्रेजेंट जामे की एग्जांपल ली. कोई महीना ऐसा नहीं है जिसमें कोई ना कोई इमाम इस दुनिया से रुखसत ना हुआ हो जिस्मानी तौर पर. But our Imam is ever living, ever present. There is no month different than other month. There is no sadness in Ismaili Tariqa because our Imam is living and ever present. Someone asked a Jewish, a Hindu, a Christian, a Muslim, what is the best day of a moment's life? A Hindu will reply, when my Krishna, my Ram was living and present. A Jewish replies, when Moses was live and present. A Christian will reply, when Isa, Jesus was live and present. A Muslim other than Ismaili will reply, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was living and present. A Ismaili will reply, every day is a good day for Ismaili because every day Imam is living and present. Every day is a good day for Ismaili because Ismaili Imam is living and present. You see, all the people live in a past. तमाम लोग माजी में रहते हैं क्योंकि उन्होंने अपना नूर, अपना रेबर, अपना पैगंबर, अपना इमाम माजी में खो दिया. हमने नहीं खोया है. We have not lost our Imam. Our Imam is living and present. There is no Muharram for us. There is no sadness, gum for us. आप इस बात को, इस फरमान को, इस तालिके को और इमाम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने क्या फरमाया है उसको याद करें. लोगों की बातों पर ना जाएं. इमाम के फरमान को ध्यान में रखना. इमाम के पीछे हम चलते हैं. इमाम के फॉलोअर्स हैं हम. इमाम के फरमान को हमारा चलने का हमने रास्ता बनाया है. Look toward your living and present Imam. अगर मुहर्रम में शौक बनाना होता तो इमाम आपको एक फरमान भेजते, एक तालिका भेजते. खुदा ना खास्ता अगर हमारा इमाम मर गया होता, हमारा इमाम गायब हो गया होता, हमारा इमाम चले गया होता, खुदा न खास्ता, नौज़बिल्ला, ऐसा नहीं है। हमारा इमाम जिंदा, हाजिर और मौजूद है। Believe in living Imam. So this was one of the beautiful questions. The next one is question that we have done on a Friday Zoom meeting. Someone wanted me to share. Kamri Sahab, may I have a sharing screen, right, please? Thank you. Let me know when you see my screen. Acha. So, few weeks ago, we were talking about the balance of life. And I had presented this chart. And I had requested, if you really, truly, honestly, अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आप इमाम के फरमान को फॉलो करें, जब इमाम फरमाते हैं कि अपनी जिंदगी को बैलेंस करें, तो आप एक सूफी का तरीका अपनाएं। और सूफी हजरत क्या करते हैं, उनके पास एक चार्ट होता है, समथिंग लाइक दिस। उनके पास एक लिस्ट होती है, that I will do this, they make a list. I will not do this, they make a list. सूफी लोग एक लिस्ट बनाते हैं, मुझे ये करना है और मुझे ये नहीं करना है। और उनके पास ये एक चार्ट होता है जिसमें वो अपनी जिंदगी को बैलेंस करते हैं। 24 घंटे हैं। अगर कोई कहता है कि मैंने इमाम के फरमान के मुताबिक अपनी जिंदगी को बैलेंस किया है, तो वो ज्यादा ज्यादा क्या बोलता है कि मैं 3 टाइम की दुआ पढ़ता हूं, मैं सुबह को इबादत के लिए जाता हूं, और वो समझते हैं कि मैंने अपनी जिंदगी को बैलेंस कर दिया है। 24 घंटे अगर आप इसको फिजिकली भी बैलेंस करने जाएंगे तो आपको 12 घंटे दरकार होंगे। Who amongst us can say that I am honestly balancing my life, my 24-hour, my day? Who amongst us can say that? Let me show you the following chart. And you can see, when you say I'm balancing my life at the maximum level, let's say you give your 3:30 to 5:30 for morning Jamaat Khana, morning dua, morning ibadat, and your 1 hour in evening for your evening dua and Jamaat Khana. That's 3 hours. That's only 12.5% of 24 hour. 24 घंटे का सिर्फ 12.5% हुआ, 50% नहीं हुआ, not 50%. If you truly believe and want to follow, और अगर आप अपनी जिंदगी को बैलेंस करना चाहते हैं, तो आप ऐसा एक चार्ट बनाएं। और फिर जब जब आप कुछ भी करें, let's say I'm going to give you an example, कि आप मिडनाइट पर रोजाना उठकर एक तस्बीह करते हैं, और बहुत सारी खवातीन ये काम करती है कि वो मिडनाइट पर उठ के एक तस्बीह करते हैं, यानी कि इमाम को याद करते हैं। लेट्स से तो मैंने मिडनाइट को 1 घंटा क्रॉस कर दिया, सो नाउ इंस्टेड ऑफ 3 आवर वी हैव अ 4 आवर आउट ऑफ 24। कुछ खवातीन दोपहर को 12 बजे की तस्बीह करती है, मैंने इसको भी क्रॉस कर दिया, नाउ वी हैव अ 5 आवर, 5 आवर आउट ऑफ 24 आवर। लेट्स से कि कोई कहता है कि मैं रात को 1 घंटा तस्बीह करके सोता हूं, लेट्स से हमने इसको 1 और घंटे को यहां पर ऐड कर देते हैं। Okay, for some reason it's not letting me. Okay, there you go. अब हमारे पास कितने घंटे हो गए? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Now we are at 25% out of 24 hours. जब हम कहते हैं कि मैं बैलेंस करता हूं, तो रिमेंबर हमारे इमाम का भी अभी हमने ऊपर फरमान पढ़ा, बी हम्बल, बी हम्बल। अगर कोई कहता है कि मैं अपनी जिंदगी को बैलेंस करता हूं, he leaves the side of the humbleness. But there is a way. There is a way. There is a loophole. There is a shortcut. आप सिंपली कहें, या मौला मैं कोशिश करता हूं अपनी जिंदगी को बैलेंस करने की. Instead of saying I'm balancing my life, say, be humble. Ya Mola, I'm trying to balance my life. There's a loophole. There's a shortcut. Stay humble. Stay humble. लोग बाकायदा जिद करते हैं कि नहीं, मैं तो अपनी जिंदगी को बैलेंस करता हूं, मैं तो सारा दिन मौला को याद करता हूं. कहां गई आपकी नम्रता? Where is your humbleness? You're supposed to be humble. आप मौला के बंदे हैं, गुलाम हैं. गुलाम हाथ जोड़ के खड़ा होता है, हाथ जोड़कर माफी मांगता है, वो सर्विस करता है सर झुकाकर. Be humble. Instead of saying, oh no, I'm balancing my life, how about we say, I'm trying to balance my life. You see that? There is a loophole, there is a shortcut. आप humble बने, नम्रता रखें, आजीजी करें. हम कहाँ इमाम के फरमान को मान सकते हैं जिस तरह से उसने मानने का हमको हुक्म फरमाया है, लेकिन हम ये जरूर कह सकते हैं कि या मौला मैं कोशिश करता हूं. I'm trying. I will try to follow your फरमान. I will try to balance my life. I hope this makes it clear. I would recommend make a chart and cross the hours which you do give to the Imam. And then if you are balancing your life, congratulations. फिर आपको मुबारक हो अगर आप 12 घंटे को क्रॉस कर लेते हैं, आपको मुबारक हो. Be humble. Be humble. Make a list of the good deeds that you want to do. Make a list of the bad deed you want to stay away from. मौला फरमाते हैं आप सूफी तरीके पर चलें. ये सूफियों का काम है कि वो इस तरह से चार्ट बनाते हैं और एक लिस्ट बनाते हैं. पीर पिंजाते जवाब मर्दी, जो इमाम मुर्सद सिबिल्ला की फरमान की किताब है, उसमें इमाम ने हमको मोमिनों के एट्रीब्यूशन क्या होते हैं और काफरों और ना मोमिनों के एट्रीब्यूशन क्या होते हैं वो बयान किया है. अब उसमें से एक लिस्ट बनाए कि इमाम के नजर में मोमिन कैसा होता है, और फिर अप्लाई दैट टू योरसेल्फ. मेक अ लिस्ट एंड अप्लाई टू योरसेल्फ. एंड एक लिस्ट बनाए कि ना मोमिन खराब लोग कैसे होते हैं, उसकी एक लिस्ट बनाए. एंड क्रॉस आउट जो आप नहीं करते हैं. दैट्स द वे ऑफ सूफीज्म according to Imam's Farman. Let's come to our next question. And I don't think we will be able to cover all the questions, but I will cover this last question on your screen. In one of our sessions a few weeks ago, we had talked about the timing of human and times of Allah. और हमने बात की थी कि लाइफ साइकिल एक रूह की जो सफर है, एक रूह का जो सफर है, द जर्नी ऑफ द सोल, वो 50,000 साल की है. और हमने एक जगह पर बात की थी कि खुदा का हर एक दिन 1000 साल का है। जब खुदा फरमाता है कि मैंने 6 दिन में दुनिया बनाई, इसका मतलब है उसने 6000 साल में आलम दीन को पैदा किया। When Allah said, I have made this world in 6 days, He's speaking about He made 6 natiqeen, and each natiq had 1000 years. And the reference of that is in front of you, Surah Sajda 32, ayat number 5. That one day of your equal to 1000 year, or one day of Allah is 1000 year of your lifetime. He conducts every affair from the heavens to the earth. Then it ascends him on a day whose length is 1000 year by your count. 1000 year for Adam, 1000 year for Noah alayhi salam, 1000 for Ibrahim alayhi salam, 1000 for Musa alayhi salam, 1000 for Isa alayhi salam. Since Isa alayhi salam only had 632 years, 1400 years for Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam. That makes total of 6000 years. Each one has average 1000 years. So Allah says, I have made the Alam Deen in 6 days, meaning 6000 years. The ascending or the journey of the soul of 50,000 years. Here is the reference, Surah Al-Ma'arij, ayat number 5. Check out the translation. There are some mistakes, and sounds like it's intentional mistakes. क्योंकि उन्होंने फरिश्ते और रूह को जिब्राइल कहा, लेकिन अगर आप अरबिक के अंदर देखेंगे तो वहां पर आपको मिलेगा मलाइक और अल अरवाह। अल अरवाह। The correct translation is, on that day the angels and the souls will ascend to him during a day which is equal to 50,000 years. हमारी रूह का जो सफर है वो चाहे फिर इंसान की रूह हो या वो इंसान जो फरिश्ते बन गए हैं, उसका सफर 50,000 साल का है. And I will also encourage and recommend to look at the journey of the soul clock that Nachis had built and shared with all of you. That will show how this journey of the soul is 50,000 years, and where does it begin and where does it end. And in the very series of lecture, which is only 2-part or 3-part lecture, you will see how a moment journey starts and goes all the way back to him. As it says over here, that you will return back to him. Right here. Then all ascends to him. हम उसकी तरफ से आए हैं और उसी की तरफ लौट कर जाने वाले हैं. That is Surah Baqarah, ayat number 155, 156. और किस तरह से हमारी रूह की जर्नी उसकी तरफ से है और उसकी तरफ जाने वाले हैं. Let me share all the other questions right here. There are one more page of question that we have received, but I think we should stop here. We believe that if you give us permission, we will answer all of your questions, and I'm sure we have more questions during this session, which we will add to this list. And Nachiz and Garib, with your prayers, will come back next week, and we will try to answer your questions. Kamran Sahib, do we have any question that we need to cover today, right now?
So we have a couple of questions, but not related to the questions which you answered. So,
is there a pressing question which we need to answer right now?
So,
how about we unmute the phone and let's take one question alive from our listener, and whatever written question you have received, we'll add to our question list, and we will cover them next week.
Ya Ali Madad Aziz Ba, I put the question in chat, but if you could answer, I was asking about Barzakh. I have been told that when we die, we go into Barzakh, which is a limbo state, if you will. There are different levels of Barzakh. I have recently understood that in Barzakh, the soul does not have the opportunity to pray, repent, anything. They just stay there and wait for Allah's grace and mercy to elevate them. But we, the living who are left here, we can pray for the Ruhanis, and that also helps them to elevate their soul. So is it true that in Barzakh you don't do bandi, you don't pray, you don't have that opportunity? The opportunity is here in the now. Is that correct?
That is absolutely incorrect ill concept. Absolutely. I'm saying with certainty. With absolute certainty, that is not correct. Because Alam-e-Barzakh and the understanding of Alam-e-Barzakh is a great secret of the Imam, and only few, those who would know and understand, the one who have seen with Ainul Yaqeen, with the eye of certainty, to tell you what Alam-e-Barzakh is. If you give me permission, and if you would pray for me, let's take this question, the very first question, next week, because it will require a little bit time to first understand Alam-e-Barzakh. Second, understand the journey of the soul. Because if you understood the journey of the soul, this question would be null and void. But because of this ill concept, it is required upon us to explain and to make sure. And I'm so sorry that somehow you had this, whoever have told you or misguided you and put this in your heart and mind. But I believe, Rose, I know you, and you are a true believer, and you have listened to the journey of the soul, and you understand how the journey happens and how souls do pray, do receive help, and do elevate after they die. So let's talk about Alam-e-Barzakh in our next session. Kamran Sahib, let's put this question in our list of questions.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Aziz Ba.
Thank you.
May Mola keep you blessed and give you the strength and the knowledge to share with us. Ameen.
Ameen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aziz Bhai.
Thank you.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Shukr alhamdulillah. So should we stop here?
Yali Madad Misai Sahib, I have one question. Shabnam Kimani, I'm really enjoying your class every day, every Saturday, Sunday. I'm so blessed. I'm so happy to hear your class. Now, I ask you one question. When we are walking and we completely do zikr, when we are cooking, we completely do zikr, does that count?
Yes. So you take the chart and you mark every day, make a lot of copies, I would say, and every day you mark. Am I at least crossing my 12 hour? कम से कम मैं 12 घंटे बैलेंस करती हूँ कि नहीं करती हूँ?
Even sometimes we are sleeping, sometimes we don't feel sleeping, we just for whole hour we say yali yali yali. That count as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Check out the list. Yes. Very
Thank you.
good. Thank you. Yes.
Sir, we have one question from today's question and answer session. So the friend is asking, why Itrab stops celebrating during Muharram? Are they not guided by the Imam?
That's a good question, and I will definitely go back to Tariqa board and ask them that question. Because if they are stopping, you need to ask them. It's a very good question. I will encourage you to ask.
Yes, Amira, do you have any question? Okay, sir, looks like no more questions.
Thank you everybody for joining us. May Mola be with you. May Mola give you a lot of barakat in whatever you do and whatever you wish.
Ameen.
Yali Madad. Thank you everybody. Yali Madad.
Yali Madad, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yali Madad. Yali Madad.
Yali Madad, sir. Yali Madad.
Yali Madad.
Yali Madad, sir. Yali Madad, sir.